So one of the dreams I had was of me having fun in my family's home in Alabama, and it was like everyone was upbeat and in the house, but only one person was outside, and he looked thinner and sick, and he had like a cover or blanket or something over his shoulders. And I think he may have had like a cup of tea or something, but I know that he looked very ill, and like his eyes showed it. It was like baggy under his eyes. So I just left it alone because I didn't know anything. And a couple of days later, my gam hit me up to say goodnight and said that he was in the hospital. And I was just like, oh wow, well, that did happen. And maybe like weeks later, seeing that he liked one of my posts, so I inboxed him, and I didn't let him know I had a dream. I didn't let him know that my gam told me. I wanted to see if he would tell me or what he actually tell me, because they didn't tell me anything, and I wanted to know what it was, and I was just trying to get it out of him. I did let him know that I had a dream about him, and I wanted to know he was okay. I didn't go into depth or anything like that. Just wanted to know he was okay. That happened. I have had dreams when someone's in my dream and they hit me up the next day, or they may like a post on my social media pages and I haven't seen them like any of my stuff in a long time, and just out of nowhere they pop up on my social media, or in real life, or they hit me up some kind of way, or they might just post something and I see it. They're like the first thing I see when I wake up. And it's also been times when I didn't have to dream about something, but I could think about something before it happens, and then it happens. That happened a lot, like with my last few outings, when it came to me going to little events I really wanted to go to. I thought about how I wanted it to be, and then when I got there, it actually happened. Like when I went to Spike Lee's School Days movie. It worked exactly how I wanted to and more, and even got to hang out with one of the teachers that Spike Lee called his teacher.
And say who you are again?
Dr. Eichelberger, Clark Atlanta, Spike's teacher.
Look at that. I love it.
They call him Doctor. And it was good to hang out with him. He adopted me as one of his own students. Got to hang out with him and his students while there. Spike Lee gave him a shout out. I get to say hi to Spike Lee, and I was videoing everything, of course. So that was fun, and I remember this happens so much of me thinking of how I want something to play out that's impossible, and it literally happens when I get there. And it also happens in dreams, and it seems like it's always like a wow, oh, this is awesome when it happens, even though it's not new to you. I know it is for me. I know that it excites me. I get excited when things like that happen. Sometimes I'm just like, why did this person pop up in my dream? I haven't been thinking about them. I'm not going to hit them up, because sometimes I be thinking the wrong thing. And I ain't trying to be thinking the wrong thing or whatever. So I just wait to see what happened. I, more than anything now, just write about it and just see what happens and what plays out. So that's how I do it now more than ever. I write about it, and yeah. It's been a lot of cool dreams and things that happen, and just like, even if it's something to think about, or like I literally just did, like when I was going through different emojis and different memes and GIFs, I literally hit on one. It was supposed to be for school. The GIFs came up and it said, I hate school. As soon as I put up the I hate high school GIF, I was watching The Office at the same time, and as soon as I pulled that up on TV, SHIT, not Michael Scott, said hate. You know, he said, oh, I hate, but it wasn't school or nothing, but he was just saying something about hate at the same time. So that happens a lot. Like, do you ever catch yourself getting into these synchronicities and you start questioning shit like, wait a minute, this is pretty sweet? Or if you haven't put two and two together yet, and you're starting to put it together. Maybe this has happened to you a long time, and maybe this isn't new to you, and you definitely have experience with this stuff. I think that is pretty cool. I think it's cool to be able to see things before they happen, feel things, know things. The knowing is something that comes from within. So it's kind of like some things you can hear from the outside and you know, because it does some kind of connection. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I just wanted to say how I dream things and then they happen. And it's pretty cool. Even it might be small things. Sometimes you may not even get it unless you remember something in your dream. You're like, oh wow, I just dreamed about that last night. That happens a lot. That happens a lot around here. Yeah. So it's pretty cool that it happens. I'd love to hear feedback. I'd love to hear about anybody else who have dreams and they happen. Anyone else clairvoyant that really know how to work it, and or you don't know how to work it, it just has happened all the time for you. I'd love to hear from you guys. Century to Santo. Have a nice Saturday. I love you guys. Bye.